Everyone who's watching this thread. Yesterday there was this thread about a lady asking how to get a proper hole into the wada that we make. So I decided to make some dahi wadas today. So what have I got here? I've got my batter of urad dal, which I soaked for about 3 to 4 hours and then whipped into a batter in a wet grinder with very minimal water, because the more water you put, the batter will go liquidy and then it soaks up a lot more oil. I've got a cup of water to wet my fingers every time I put a vada in. Then once the vadas have come out, I usually will soak them in water first before they go into my batter of dahi, which has grounded green chilies, ginger and coriander. You have to excuse me, I'm going very fast because this is my first video. Okay, so you wet your forefingers and your palm and then just let the water go into the cup. Then you take a bit of batter in your hand and put a hole with your thumb. Make sure your oil is ready, and there you go. So do the same again. Whip it through. Put a hole in the batter. With your thumb, and there you go. Okay, same process again. So this time you just lift it up in your palm. Then you've made this, then put a hole through your thumb, and there you go. And another one. Okay, so I'm slipped through. Okay, so that's my batter in my forefingers, and I've made a hole with my thumb, and there. Drop. Okay. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. So there you go. You will find that the first couple or 3 or 4 tend to be a little bit tricky, but once your palm and forefingers start to get a bit more wet, you'll find the subsequent vadas come a lot nicer. So I'm no expert, but this is what I found. So you just have to be a bit careful when you drop them into the oil, because sometimes they can split. So, and have a bit of a splash on you. So just try and stay a bit away from the gas hob while you're putting it in. I think that's enough for this round. I'm going to stop there, wash my hand, and then let these come up. Just drying my hands. Make sure your hands are not very wet when you're doing this, turning them over. They need to be done very nicely, so you don't want your flame to be too high or too low, because you'd find if you have your flame too high, then the outside bits get done really quickly and the inside bit is still a bit pasty. So you need to make sure your flame is just right for the even cooking of it. I've got a couple here that I'm going to just pick them up and put them in this water. They do float for a bit, but you just leave them on and get a spoon. You just let them soak through. Will take a few moments for that. Leave it in there for a few minutes, unless you're in a rush. Actually, just going to put some more water in this. Just going to put some more water. Okay, this can be a bit tedious for those who are waiting for the wadas to be done. You can have kids running about saying, "Is it finished yet? Is it finished yet?" Thankfully, they're in school at the moment. Still waiting. Yeah, while we're waiting, what I'll do is, this one's nicely soaked, so I'm just going to squeeze it in my palms, let all the air come out. I do it this way, you might have a different way of doing it. I've got all the water out, and now they go dip in that. I'm going to do the same with this one. Squeeze all the water out. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And make it real flat. It doesn't matter even if it breaks a little bit. You just put it in there and that's it. They've gone in there. Okay. So let's see what's happening with these. Still taking time. Yeah, this video is not for our aunts and grannies and all the experts out there who probably make it really well. This is mainly for those who have never tried it and would like to give it a go. More for the beginners, and I hope it helps, because I'm still not great at it. Okay, I have this, constantly I'd be turning them this way and the other way. You don't really have to. So I'm just going to leave that there for a minute and let it be done. We are nearly there. I take these out in a plate with a tissue underneath first to make sure that as much as possible the oils come out before I put it in water. So it's up to you what you want to do. I find it much nicer that way. Right, I think these are nearly done. Well, some of them are, so I'm going to start taking the ones that are done. Okay, there's the other ones that are done. Right. That's the last two. It's all done. So I'll wait for the oil to just go from the tissue, and then I'll put it in the water, and then it goes into the dahi after I've squeezed the water out. And I just carry on with the process until the batter is over. Thankfully, I don't have much left. I hope you're going to like it, and I hope you're going to try it. Maybe not every day, because it's loaded with calories. So I'll see you soon. Yeah, so just to show you this one. This is how they look. What I'm going to do in a bit, I'm going to put these in the fridge once I've soaked all of them in there, and then what I'll do is, once I'm going to serve it, just before I serve, I'm going to take a bit of oil, a spoon of oil, and give a tempering with jeera, hing, and mustard seeds, a bit of methi seeds or fenugreek seeds as well, and just garnish it with a bit of curry leaves and coriander. That's it. Okay guys, I hope you liked it.